Welcome back to Public Transport English. I'm Zach, and I'm happy you're here. If you enjoy practical English with real stories, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next ride.
And I'm Emily. Today we're talking buses, trains, and the language that gets you from A to B. We'll keep it simple, clear, and real, like a chat on the platform.
Quick story. Last winter, I stared at a timetable and still missed my bus. The word timetable means the schedule, times for arrivals and departures. My goal now? Check twice, then relax.
I had a crowded station moment too. I asked a staff member, "Excuse me, which platform for the airport train?" Platform means the place where you stand to board. Clear, short, polite, worked.
So set 3 travel goals with us today. Buy a ticket without stress, understand announcements, and ask or give simple directions. Small wins add up fast.
Listening tip 1. First pass for the big idea. What's happening? Second pass for key words. Platform, delay, transfer, timetable. Delay means you wait longer. Transfer means change trains or buses.
Tip 2. Try shadowing. Pause after a short line and repeat with our rhythm. Notice stress and intonation. Announcement means a public message in a station or on a bus.
Also, real travel is noisy. We'll speak clearly and a little slower than usual. If you're on YouTube, adjust the speed, use earphones, and pause whenever you want space to think.
One time, a conductor said, "Service is delayed due to signal problems." I stayed calm, asked, "Is there another route?" Calm tone helps. I heard the answer and made a quick transfer.
That reminds me of a late-night bus. I told the driver, "Excuse me, does this go to the city center?" Simple, direct phrases reduce stress. Clarity beats speed, every time.
Quick check-in. Our focus is goals, then listening steps. If this is helpful, tap subscribe and share with a friend who travels. Your support keeps these stories coming.
Mini recap. Choose one goal. Listen once for the big picture, then again for keywords like platform, delay, and transfer. Note new phrases, and try shadowing short lines.
Ready to ride? Next up, buying tickets without the stress. Apps, machines, and counters made simple. Take a breath, and let's roll to section 2.
Love it. Grab your travel goal in your mind, and we'll meet you at the ticket machine in a moment.
Here we are at the ticket machine. I like starting with machines because they feel neutral. No pressure. Last week in Lisbon, I tapped my card, it blinked red, and my heart jumped. Then I tried contactless with my phone. Green light, done. Contactless just means tap to pay. No PIN.
Funny you say that. I'm team app when I can. I opened the City Transit app, chose a day pass, and skipped the queue. Day pass means unlimited rides for one day. But once my battery died at the gate, no screen, no ticket. I learned to carry a backup, a small power bank or a printed code.
Speaking of printed codes, QR code is that square pattern the scanner reads. I screenshot mine in case the internet disappears underground. Little habits like that keep the journey calm, even when it's busy.
Machines are great, but counters can save you money. At the station, I told the clerk, "Hi, a single to Riverside, please." Then I asked, "Is off-peak cheaper?" Off-peak means less busy times, usually cheaper. The clerk smiled. "Yes, take the 10:30. One question, real savings."
I did the return version yesterday. I said, "Could I get a return to the airport?" Return means go and come back. In American English, people often say round trip. I also asked for a receipt, proof of purchase, because I needed it for work expenses.
Quick machine flow I use. Choose language, type destination, pick single, return, or day pass, select payment. If coins get stuck, I tell staff, "Excuse me, the machine didn't give my change." Change means coins back. Stay calm. They usually have a key or a refund slip.
Apps can show zones, too. Zone is the area of the city for fares. I once bought the wrong zone and the gate beeped. I asked, "Can I upgrade?" Upgrade means pay the difference. The agent fixed it in 1 minute because I asked early, not at the last second.
Another tip at counters: if you're eligible, ask about a concession. Reduced price for students, seniors, or children. I once forgot and paid full fare. Now I just ask politely, and sometimes it's a nice surprise.
Gates and validators can feel like a race. Validator is the machine that checks your ticket or card. I pause, face the arrow, place the code flat, wait for the beep. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And no one actually minds a 2-second pause.
True. I once flipped my phone upside down 3 times. The guard just said, "Screen brighter." I turned up brightness. Beep. Magic. Small fix, big relief.
For buses with contactless, I tap in at the front. Some systems need tap out when you leave. If you forget, you may pay extra. I set a tiny reminder on my watch so I remember at my stop.
Mini recap. 3 pads. Machine, app, counter. Keywords today: day pass, off-peak, return, concession, validator. One polite question can save time or money. Breathe. Smile. Ask early.
Zach, have you ever mixed up single and return right before boarding? I nearly did in Dublin, and the staff caught it.
Oh, yes. I told the clerk I meant a return, not a single. She switched it and printed a new ticket. Printed means on paper. Useful if your phone battery is low or scanners are crowded.
Last tiny script from this morning. I said, "Excuse me, which counter sells regional tickets?" He pointed, "Number 4. Then I asked, "Is there a seat reservation?" Reservation means saving a seat in advance. He added it, and boarding was stress-free.
That's the spirit. Tickets sorted, money saved, and energy left for the journey. Next, we'll tune our ears for announcements and signs so platforms and changes feel easy.
I always think station speakers sound like they're underwater. One winter morning I heard, "Platform change for the 8:05 to Brighton." Platform change means move to a different track, so I grabbed my bag and jogged across in time.
Speaking of boards, I love reading the little phrases. Calling at lists the stops like a mini-map. And terminates at means that's the last stop. Everyone gets off there. It saves me from daydreaming past my station.
Another useful word is due. If a train is due at 09:12, it should arrive then. When the board switches to delayed or canceled, I breathe, check the next service, and listen for the reason to plan my move.
I once heard, service suspended between Central and East Park. Suspended means no trains at all in that part. A guard pointed me to a replacement bus. I followed the yellow bus icon and a big arrow outside the station doors.
On platforms, announcements usually follow a pattern. Destination, platform number, time, changes. I focus on numbers first. Platform 4, carriage 2, then the rest. If I miss it, I look up for the digital board and match the time to the train.
Signs can be simple but powerful. Mind the gap means watch the space between the train and the platform. Stand clear of the closing doors is a safety cue. Step back so the doors don't catch your backpack or scarf.
In New York, I heard, "This is an express service." Express skips many stops. The opposite is local or all stops. I almost stayed on the express by mistake, so I asked a rider, and he waved me across to the local platform.
London taught me the word via. The board said, Oxford via Reading. Via means through that place on the route. I smiled because it confirmed my plan. Meet a friend in Reading, then continue on the same train.
Audio quality isn't always perfect. I stand near a speaker, face the sound, and remove one earbud. If it's still unclear, I ask staff, "Could you repeat the platform for the train to Bristol?" Short, polite, and it works fast.
Quick recap. Keywords to catch. Platform change, due, delayed, cancelled, service suspended, express, via. If one piece is fuzzy, use the board to confirm time and destination. Two sources beat one.
Oh, and carriage numbers help on long trains. My ticket once said Coach 6. I walked along the platform and watched small screens on each carriage until I found 6. Less crowd, quieter ride.
I've also misheard place names. Shoreham sounded like Sherman on a windy day. I double-checked the spelling on the board. Spelling saves the day when accents and microphones play tricks.
If an announcement says, "This train will not stop at Midtown," I step off early and replan. Missing a stop is normal. I ask, which service stops at Midtown next, and follow the arrow signs back 2 platforms.
Last tip. Listen for rhythm. Important words are stressed. City center, platform 7, now boarding. Even if you miss the middle, those beats guide you like lights on a runway.
With those phrases in your ear, platforms feel less mysterious. Next, we'll handle delays and changes without panic, so you keep moving even when the board doesn't. When the board flips to delayed, I do 3 things. Breathe, check the app, then ask a human. Yesterday I said to a guard, "How long is the delay, roughly?"
Same here. Last month my train was 45 minutes late. I asked, is there an alternative route? Alternative route means a different way to reach the same place. He pointed me to a slower but moving service.
I once said, "Could I rebook onto the 910? The agent nodded. "We'll honor your ticket." Honor means they accept your ticket on a different train. One clear question saved me a long wait.
Another time, the train terminated early, stopped before the final station. I asked, is there a replacement bus? Replacement bus or shuttle means a bus provided when trains can't run. Signs with a bus icon led us outside.
Platforms can split into letters like 3A and 3B. I asked, which platform for the next service to Northfield? The clerk said, 3B, rear coaches. Coaches means carriages. I followed the small black and white signs.
If a service is canceled, I go to the counter and say, my train was canceled. Could I get a refund or a voucher? Refund means money back. Voucher is credit for later travel.
When I feel unsure, I ask other riders, are you heading to Westport? Is this the best option now? People know shortcuts. One traveler said, change at Riverdale, it's faster today. Gold advice from strangers.
For buses, I once asked the driver, does this route divert today? Diversion means a changed path, often for roadworks. He said, yes, switch at Oak Street. I thanked him and pressed the bell early.
Delays affect meetings, too. I called my friend. I might be 20 minutes late because of a signal failure. I'll text when I'm on board. Clear reason plus a new time keeps relationships smooth.
Polite phrases help under pressure. Could you repeat that, please? I appreciate your help. That's very clear, thank you. Calm tone opens doors, literally and socially, when everyone is stressed.
If timing is tight, I ask, what's the quickest connection? Connection means the next link in your journey. Staff often circle the platform on a paper map so I don't waste steps.
Quick lesson from me. I once waited at the wrong edge of the platform. The announcement said, boarding at the front. Front means near the locomotive. I jogged 2 carriages and just made it.
Mini recap. Ask early. Combine sources. Board, app, staff. Useful lines. How long is the delay? Is there an alternative route? Which platform for the next service? Can I rebook or get a refund?
With those questions in your pocket, delays become detours, not disasters. Next up, we'll navigate stations like locals, asking and giving directions without the stress.
Picture a busy station concourse, the big open hall. I was late and asked a cleaner, excuse me, where's platform 7? He pointed and said, straight ahead, then down the stairs. clear, short, perfect.
That reminds me of Madrid. I felt lost, so I asked a guard, which way to line 2? He said, follow the purple signs towards Seoul. Towards means in the direction of. Color plus destination made it easy.
When someone asks me, I keep it simple too. Go straight past the bakery, take the escalator down, then follow signs for line A. A landmark, like bakery, helps. Landmark means an easy-to-see place to guide you.
I love the repeat back trick. A woman said, elevators are behind the info desk, then right. I replied, behind the desk, then right? She nodded. That tiny echo saved me from taking the overpass instead of the underpass.
Exits can be the secret key. I asked, which exit for the museum? The clerk said, exit B1. Outside, a statue was opposite the bus stop. Opposite means across from. I knew I was in the right place.
If you need wheels, ask for step-free access. I once told staff, I need the lift, please. Lift means elevator. They showed a ramp symbol and guided me to a wide gate near the barrier.
Speaking of that, I check with people standing near the map. Is this the right platform for the 1020? If faces look unsure, I head to the information desk. A big printed map beats my phone when signals drop.
Body language helps. I point with my whole hand, not a finger, and count stops on my fingers. 2 stops, then change. Once, I drew a tiny map on a receipt. Simple shapes calm a busy brain.
Politeness takes you far. Excuse me, please, thanks a lot. I slow my voice a little and keep eye contact. Most people want to help, especially if you look relaxed and ready to listen.
Useful words in stations. Next to, between, behind. A barista told me, it's behind the pharmacy, between gates 12 and 14, next to the lockers. Gates are boarding points in some stations. Easy, once you know.
Quick scene. A traveler asked me for line 3. I said, follow the blue line on the floor, then turn left at the ticket machines. He repeated it back, smiled, and made his train with time to spare.
If directions feel complicated, I break them into 2 actions. First, escalator up. Second, platform 5 on the right. 2 steps are easier to remember than 5. Short steps reduce stress.
And if I get mixed up, I step aside so I'm not blocking, breathe, and recheck the overhead signs. Big arrows and clear icons usually tell the truth, even when announcements are noisy.
Mini recap. Ask a short question. Listen for 2 actions. Repeat back. Follow a landmark. And say thanks. Words to remember. Concourse, towards, exit, opposite, step-free, landmark. Simple, polite, effective.
With those moves, stations start to feel like puzzles you can solve. Next, let's dig a little deeper into quick role plays. Intonation and repair when something isn't clear. Ready for some quick role plays? Think of them as tiny scenes you can shadow. We'll focus on questions, intonation, and repair. What you say when things aren't clear. Ticket counter scene. I said, "Hi, a return to Lakeside, please." The clerk asked, "Peak or off-peak?" I raised my voice slightly at the end. Question intonation. Intonation means the music of your voice, and it helps people hear you clearly. Windy platform moment. The speaker mumbled. I tried repair phrases. "Sorry, I didn't catch that." Pause. "Could you say that more slowly?" Then, "Is that platform 4 or 14? Numbers are easy to mix up, so I put stress on the last word. Confirming back is gold. A guard told me, "Change at Northbridge, then platform 2. I said, "Change at Northbridge, then platform 2, right?" He nodded. That tiny echo saved me from a wrong train. Mini-scene. The conductor announced, "Service is delayed due to signal problems." I stayed steady. "How long, roughly?" He said, "About 20 minutes." I followed with, "Is there another route?" Clear, short lines kept my brain calm. Shadowing tip. Choose one short chunk and repeat it later with the same rhythm. Change it central. Doors closing. 10 seconds is enough. Matching rhythm builds confidence fast, even if you're walking to the platform. Names can sound similar. I misheard Via Meadow Park as Viva Meadow Park. I smiled and asked, "Do you mean Via? V-I-A Meadow Park?" Spelling is a gentle repair. People appreciate the effort. Machine drama. The screen flashed, "Card declined." Declined means not accepted. I said, "Could I try contactless?" The attendant replied, "Go ahead." I slowed my words, kept eye contact, and it worked on the second tap. Two soft tools, apology and thanks. Sorry for the trouble. Thanks for your help. That tone opens doors, literally at barriers and figuratively with busy staff. Kindness speeds solutions. Bus scene. I asked the driver, "Does this stop near the museum or should I change at River Park?" The little "or" question makes choosing easy. He said, "Change at River Park, same platform." Another micro scene. My card wouldn't scan. I said, "Could you open the gate, please? My ticket is valid, but the reader won't beep." He scanned it with a handheld device and waved me through. Quick recap. Repair phrases. I didn't catch that. More slowly, please. Do you mean? Confirm back. Spell tricky words. Keep questions short. And stress key info like time and platform. Confidence isn't loud. It's clear. A steady pace, warm tone, and one question at a time beat fast, messy speech, especially in busy stations. Up next, a quick look at etiquette and safety, little habits that make travel smoother for you and everyone around you. Let's talk local etiquette, the small rules that keep stations smooth. In Tokyo, I stood on the wrong side of the escalator and got a gentle tap. Etiquette means polite rules in public. I smiled, switched sides, and traffic flowed.
London taught me cues. I accidentally joined the front, saw the floor markers, and moved to the end. Queue means a line of people. Little corrections like that keep everyone relaxed.
At the doors, I leave space and let riders get off first, always. Then I step in and move down the aisle so others can enter. Aisle means the walking space inside the carriage.
Priority seats matter. A pregnant passenger got on. I stood and said, "Please take my seat." Priority seat means it's reserved for people who need it more. Elderly, disabled, pregnant, or with small children.
Noise etiquette. Headphones on, low volume, short calls. I save long voice messages for later. It keeps the carriage calm, and honestly, I feel calmer too.
Bag tip. I zip my backpack and keep valuables in a front pocket. Pickpocket means someone who steals quietly in crowds. A simple crossbody bag makes me feel secure in busy stations.
Night travel habits. I choose a well-lit area, sit near the driver or in the middle carriage, and share my live location with a friend. Gut feeling means your body's warning. If it feels off, change cars.
On platforms, I wait behind the safety line and mind the gap. When an express rushes through, I take a step back and hold a child's hand if I'm with family.
Escalators. Hold the rail, keep scarves and straps close, stand to one side if locals do, and step off, then keep moving. Small habits prevent pileups at the top.
On buses, I press the stop bell once, move toward the rear doors, and wait until the bus stops before standing. Rear means the back of the bus. Exiting there speeds the flow.
If something's wrong, use a help point or speak to staff. The emergency button is for real danger. Clear line. I need help. Someone is ill on platform 3.
Found items go to lost property. I once picked up a wallet near the barrier and told staff, "I found this by gate 12. They logged it and the owner got it back.
Crowded trains? I take my backpack off and hold it low, let people off first, and split from my group to board different doors. We meet inside by the map.
Quick recap. Etiquette, queue, aisle, priority seat, pickpocket, rear, help point. Watch locals, be kind, stay aware. With those habits, travel feels smoother for everyone. Next, we'll wrap up with final advice.
Before we say goodbye, quick wrap-up from today's journey. Buying tickets without stress, catching platform language, handling delays, and moving through stations kindly and safely.
What stuck with me is how tiny phrases change the day. When I asked early and smiled, people helped faster, and my whole trip felt lighter.
My go-to plan has 3 pockets: ticket, platform, plan B. Plan B means a backup option. If one part fails, the other pockets keep you moving.
My favorite micro-habits? Screenshot the QR, stand near a signboard or speaker, ask staff before crowds grow, and use a landmark in directions. Calm first, answers second.
Today, I told a guard, "Excuse me, which platform for the 10:20 to Central?" He said, 7. I repeated, 7, thanks, and walked there with 0 doubt.
For tomorrow, shadow one short clip from this episode. 10 seconds is perfect. Shadowing means speaking along with the rhythm. It builds confidence without extra time.
Keywords to keep handy: platform, delayed, via, express, validator, off-peak, concession, transfer. If one is new, pin it in your notes with a tiny example from your life.
How will you use this on your next ride, Zach?
I'll test the ask early habit. I used it last week after a cancellation. The clerk rebooked me in 2 minutes. Clear, polite, slow voice. It works anywhere.
Beautiful. And celebrate tiny wins. I understood the announcement. I found exit B. I asked for a concession. Small victories grow into smooth travel.
If this episode helped, tap subscribe. Leave a comment with the phrase you used today and share it with a friend who travels. Your stories teach us too.
Until next time, keep your map simple, your tone kind, and your steps steady. Safe journeys, and see you on the platform soon.